Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is week 5
It is.
of the NFL. We are finally in the meat and potatoes of the season now. We've gotten past
Basically a quarter of the way through.
You
right?
know, you got past the first 4 weeks, which is a little fluff.
You're figuring things out still. Who's real?
A lot of these starters are now finally playing. They're getting hurt, unfortunately. So a lot of things have happened in this first 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are looking ahead to the rest of the season. It's exciting time right now, but we are looking ahead right now to week 5 of the NFL. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode. As always, got big games ahead of us, some fantasy gems and betting locks you don't want to miss. So without further ado, cheers, buddy.
I like that. That was a pop.
I know, I was like different than our normal.
I know.
I'm gonna actually keep mine open.
Yeah, I think I might do.
Stateside,
Come on, baby. Sponsor us.
come on now. Shout out. Let me first stateside. But
We've been drinking this on the pod for the last
3 years.
3
now.
years now.
Yeah.
Promoting.
When it was the first, it was like one of those.
It was
Small little companies that were popping up out of nowhere with the little.
before they were across U.S. Yeah.
We were on board. I was actually at the Phillies game yesterday. I saw it's now not Xfinity Live. It is Stateside Live. So
Go.
shout out to Stateside on
We taking over.
on the name change, and yeah, I'm excited for you guys. But we would be even more excited if you showed us some love. We would love to even come to the distillery and even record a pod there.
Oh, that'd be fire.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's dive into what we have going on this week. We got diving into our headlines, and we're gonna just start off hot right now. I mean, this week was just filled with drama, and it always consistently seems to revolve around a Sanders for the last 2 weeks. So we have Gabriel that was named the starter for. Dylan Gabriel was named the starter for the Cleveland Browns.
Joe Flacco got benched.
Yep, Joe Flacco got benched. The story was that Joe Flacco is listed as the second string on the depth chart, where Shador is still listed as the third string. So no change there, and when they interviewed him, he decided to respond because of Rex Ryan's comments the week before. He decided to respond with nothing, with no words at all. What are your thoughts on Shador and the whole drama that's going over there?
Well, I think not saying anything's the right move, right? This work in silence here. Gabriel, right? I think if you're the Browns, unfortunately, you have to play him first. He was a third-round pick, right? You got to play the third round over the fifth. But we've said multiple times we don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I think they're going to see that very quickly here. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets a shot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's an injury or I just don't believe in Gabriel. I watched him a decent amount when he was on Oklahoma before Oregon.
Yeah.
He was so spotty. His accuracy, I think, can be a problem. Apparently, he reads the field all right, but
He's 5'11".
Jesus. Yeah.
Who knows if that's his true height, because you know that they like to go ahead and fluff it up a little bit. So he could be 5'9".
Shador should never have been drafted after him. It just should never have been the case.
The whole Shador thing, I think, like the drama around it. I mean, I'm gonna just call it spade to spade. They kind of they brought that onto themselves, just the way that they handled the whole entire situation. I think that he has to just be a little bit more humble. The mime fiasco that he put on where he didn't want to speak at all. I think in this moment, like,
Should have said the right things.
yeah, just don't now, because now what the NFL is doing is every single week they're having reporters coming into this locker room, and they're going to the third string to interview him, and it seems like all the news is coming out of there about Shador instead of them talking about Dylan, right? I think Shador in that moment just if you don't want to talk about Dylan in that moment, just talk about how you're just grinding. You're still here to support the team in any way, shape, or form. It's just that type of thing, that PC type of way to keep your name clean, and at the same time, so then you can also keep the doors open with other teams if there's another team down the road that wants to trade for you. So.
Not to mention the chemistry with the team. You don't want
and at some point he's going to play. Like we're going to see Shador Sanders start in the NFL. It's not like if they don't start him at all,
he'll get a shot whether it's here or somewhere else. He's going to get a shot.
He needs to.
It's written on the wall.
Yeah. So that's that in Cleveland. Well, moving on to Wisconsin over in good old Green Bay. We're going to start doing this every single week, but is the Green Bay Packers on fraud alert right now? The Green Bay Packers, had a horrible loss against Cleveland a few weeks ago. Last week against one of the worst pass defense in the NFL, they tied against them. Now, you can say this, that, and a third about, Jordan Love and Dak having a great game, all this crap, right? I think that the Green Bay's defense is not as good as people keep talking about, as them being at that level. Just the team in general. I don't think Jordan Love is legit. People talk about every single year, this team's going to go to the Super Bowl. This team's going to the Super Bowl. I have yet to see something that changes my mind with how that team is structured. Outside of the coach, nothing is against the coach, right? Like LaFleur is a great coach. He's a great coach. I don't like Jordan Love though. I think Jordan Love is not. He just turns the ball over way too much. He's too risky. So, what are your thoughts with the Packers? With these last couple of losses that they've had.
Bad loss to Cleveland. Yeah, I mean that was a bad loss. I'll say this: I do like Jordan Love. I do like him. They put up 40 points. I mean, shoot, I know they tied, and you're completely right about the defense. Are they as good as we thought?
No,
maybe not.
No.
I mean that secondary got lit up by George Pickens, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if CD was there?
Mm-hmm.
May lost the game.
Yep.
So I think it's merited in that. Is their defense going to lose them games? It's quite possible.
Right.
The reason I like Jordan is because they don't have a one, and he's doing pretty good with working with what he has there. I'm not saying they're slouches, but he doesn't have a receiver one right now, and he's putting up some numbers. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt right now.
Yeah.
Now to your point, are they on my mind as Super Bowl contenders? They're like third or fourth on my list in the NFC. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we have to keep an eye on them. They have the first 2 weeks, right? Look good. Last 2 weeks, you got to get a dub one of those weeks.
And that division is...
marginal room for error.
Yeah.
The Lions are back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Vikings no slouch, so...
Yeah, I mean, I just think that the MVP talks with Jordan Love is just kind of a little too much.
I don't know about that. I don't know about MVP. I'm with you on that.
I don't think that he's the worst quarterback in the league. I just don't think at the level that they talk about him in the NFL... or, these professional commentators and, ESPN, all these other... the way that they talk about Jordan Love is to a standard that... It's like on the same level as...
Herbert?
I wouldn't even say Herbert, because they don't really talk about Herbert as much as they talk about Jordan Love. Every single year, it's always Jordan Love this, Jordan Love that. He's going to be the best quarterback in the league. This is his year to go ahead and, finally get it done. I'm just I don't see it. Like you said, though, they don't have a one. Mm-hmm. That needs to change. At some point, they're going to need to get a wide receiver one over there, whether it's trading for a vet or, it's...
They got to draft accordingly. I mean, right now...
But the guy that they got, was it Gordon?
Golden.
I don't think that he was...
We said at the beginning of the year we thought that he wasn't going to be. He's a
I just
complimentary
don't think
player.
I don't think he's a good fit over there.
They just have a lot of the same.
Also, Golden, that pop last week was crazy.
Yeah. No, I know. I'll tell you what. I do like is Dobbs. Dobbs is a really good red zone threat.
Dobbs does well. I think he is one that can support and still be a number. He's a
good number 2.
A very good number 2. Yep, a very good number 2. They have a number 1 over there, and yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens in this next offseason on what they do, because I think that there definitely needs to be some type of
they need an alpha in that
shake-up.
room. Yeah.
Well, I guess in that general vicinity in that area. So Cincinnati, moving on to another state, but Bengals. How much longer right now are they're gonna go with this until they go ahead and they call Atlanta and then say, what do you want for Kirk?
Well, they need to act now because the division is still open.
It's week 5 now, baby. You gotta
Ravens
do
are
something.
having a tough start here. Steelers, they're very mediocre, right? They really are. And then obviously the Browns are where they are. Go get Kirk. Or, I mean, I don't know who else would fit in that bill, but to me, he's the best option because he's a poor man's Burrow, basically, right now.
I mean, they're 2-2 right now. So, yeah, they're at 500. They're right now, I mean, it's like you said, if they go after Kirk, they could easily put themselves above the Ravens quickly, because the Ravens, and we'll get to them later on in this conversation, in the pod, but
they're injury ridden.
They're and they're going to need to go ahead and change. They're going to need to do something down there before Harbaugh starts getting on the
watch list.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So I think that's where
he needs
Kirk
to
Cousins.
go.
I think that fits him better, especially right now in his career. They just need to just say F it. Now this is what they have to do. Obviously, Kirk is making a lot of money. Okay. Let me see his actual contract real quick. And
they got to try to get a situation like the Steelers did with Ross.
Well, no. So
let Atlanta take
probably
most of
like
the,
a three-team trade.
But I'm saying they'd be on the hook
Do
for
they
the
do
money.
3-team trades in the NFL? Has that happened?
I think it can happen, but
I think it can. So what I'm saying is, there's been all this talk about Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, Hendrickson going over to San Fran. That's if San Fran would, call Bengals, get Hendrickson off their hands. Cincinnati, get some money to go after Kirk. Kirk right now, for his base this year, he is $27.5 million. He's a $40 million cap hit on their bench. That is just crazy, man. I will forever say that on this podcast, that him being on their bench, for them to do everything that they did last year, it's just diabolical. I don't think any team would have done that. So, but
yeah.
Concluding that one, I think Cincinnati. We're both on that same topic, that they just need to
go get him.
To go after him.
Go get him. If you want a shot, go get him.
Shout out to Dave Spence for
bringing that up.
Reaching out to me earlier about that. He's like, "Yo, should I?" He's like, "I don't." He's like, because he's in a 14-man league, and there's really like nobody on the waiver wire. He needs a quarterback just to be on his bench, and just in case
something
happens. So he's like, do I go for Kirk? And I'm like, wait, where'd you hear the rumors? He's like, from your pod. And I was like, let's go. So.
If only we had that much pool.
I know, right? Hey, who knows?
One day. We'll be breaking news.
Finally concluding our headline rundown. As y'all have seen, my guy, Benito, Bad Bunny, has been named the Super Bowl halftime performer. I'm beyond excited. My guy Deggs is excited. I know that he was talking about how excited he is.
It's going to be a nice change. I mean, how many Super Bowl halftime shows do we leave and be like, that was not good?
Yeah.
He's an amazing performer. He's has top 100 songs left and right. Like, come
He's
on.
the biggest global art like he's the
You're
most
right.
popular global artist
Global
right
artist.
now. It's actually insane. Like the people that are like, wait, how is he able to do that? And I'm like, yeah, well, go ahead and look up his numbers. But he doesn't get paid for that. That's something that he's doing just strictly because of the fact that
He wants to.
he wants to do it. They were criticizing him for not bringing his residency to the U.S. and well, now he can perform for America. But I'm excited though. I'm excited. Me and my wife, we got to see Bad Bunny when we were in Puerto Rico back in August at his residency. That concert is iconic. It's actually funny because ever since they had the live stream that was his last one, like a few weeks ago, I've been going onto YouTube because I've been just wanting to watch it again, and I'm like, I know somebody has it recorded. Each time I watch it, the next day it's taken down, and I'm like, son of a gun. So I just need them to go ahead and release that. But no, I'm excited for the halftime show. It's gonna be a lot of perreando.
I'm gonna be
So
in Florida doing the Super Bowl,
oh,
so I'm excited. It'd be cool. We're going to
Okay.
Disney with the fam,
there you go.
so we're gonna be watching the poolside.
Hey, you'll be right near Kissimmee, which is like Puerto Rico, 2.0 over that down there. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll have
Be a good
a
time.
lot of
Watch Bad Bunny
Latinas
in
down
Florida.
there.
Yep.
And then you can perrear down there. That's grinding, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So that is our headline rundown. We're gonna go into our games of the week. So, Degs, you're up first.
Yeah, so my game of the week is Tampa at Seattle. Both have been playing very well football. I know Tampa lost last week, but they held their own. Two high-power offenses, right? Abuka, Godwin back. What?
No, I'm talking about last week.
Oh yeah. I know you won, but Abuka, Godwin's back. 90% of routes run, saw 10 targets, so that's reassuring to see there. They are without Evans and Irvin, so that's a big loss. But I do like their backup running backs there, Rashad White and Sean Tucker. I think they're going to do okay there. Then on the other side, right, Darnold is staying true to his Vikings form. I mean, he looks phenomenal if you ask me. Him and JSN have a great rapport. They can run the ball with both their guys there, and Walker and Charbonnet. I mean, my question, let me ask you, do you think JSN's a top 10 receiver right now? I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I think he's phenomenal.
I agree. Yeah.
So I think going into this game, it's really like, how does Tampa respond after the loss to Philly, right? Because that was a tough game. And how does Seattle handle maybe the best team they faced yet? Okay, it's going to be a really nice matchup. I'm going to predict, well, we'll say the prediction when we go down the line there. But yeah, that's my game of the week.
That's your
Tampa
game
at
of the
Seattle.
week. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's actually going to be a good game. Yeah, Tampa Bay, I think that they definitely need a bounce back. Going cross country is going to be tough. I think going out, across this, all the way to Seattle. So that's obviously always something that plays into a factor. So I'm curious how this game goes, but with with Godwin back down there, it helps them. It helps them out.
It's two good teams.
They are without Bucky Irving right now.
I know, and he's in a boot.
Yeah, so I mean, Seattle doesn't really have that great of a pass defense. They don't really have also that great of a run defense. So Rashad White still he should still eat. I have him on fantasy, so I'm just going to speak good things out there into existence.
Go eat, buddy.
All right, so my game of the week. I am not going to be a homer this week. I know everybody was probably like, "Oh, what's his game of the week? Eagles, Denver." I
thought about that.
I wanted to.
About it. Yeah.
I should just say F it and let's just go with it. But no, we're not going to do that. My game of the week that I have here is Washington at LA. So Washington going across country to face off the Chargers. Now, Chargers got beat by Jackson Dart. I think that team right now is like, what the hell? Like we just got beat by a rookie. So there has to be some type of redemption before, in my opinion, before they're put on fraud alert.
Yeah.
Because if they continue to start going down this path of losing these games, then it's just like, all right, what's going on down there? Now, Washington also needs to obviously get back into the swing of things. You know, last week with that loss wasn't good.
Yeah.
They get Jaden Daniels back, so that's big for them. There's really not, you know, like there's not a lot of big names. I would say that outside of everybody already knows that Terry McLaurin's he's not
Yeah,
playing.
he's out.
But there's not really Sainer Stills, he's out right now. Debo did not practice today. Noah Brown didn't practice. So there's a lot of
Man, they're receiving falling apart a little bit.
Yeah. So with Jaden Daniels coming back, I'm curious what they do, what they rely on, if it's going to be a lot of him and Croskett Merritt, with going against the Chargers defense. Now, Chargers, they are right now, Mekhi Becton, that is the biggest thing on their line, that he is limited. So curious what happens there. Everybody else has pretty much been full participant. The only one that didn't practice was Joe Alt. So, another offensive lineman that
That's
when
actually
it
a huge
comes
loss.
when it comes to Herbert, protecting him is the biggest thing, because the more time that he gets back there, he obviously does better. He's one that if they just have a horrible line, he just will
implode a little bit.
Yeah, essentially. So we're and then Derwin James. This was another one. Derwin James was also limited today. So yeah, very
Both
curious.
sides have key people that could miss the game.
Correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going cross country, we'll see how Washington plays against the Chargers.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
All right. Upset alert.
Yeah, so this was another hard week, I think, to try to find one. I was really dialing in to see who I liked here. So I'm going to take Carolina over Miami. Carolina is home, so I think that bodes well for them. Miami just lost Tyreek Hill. Now, I think that's going to be a bigger loss than maybe they can account for. So based on that, trying to figure out life without him. They also have a soft defense, as we saw Justin Fields do very well last week. So I'm going to give Carolina the benefit of the doubt and say that they pull it off.
Did I have them actually? No, I did not. I was looking at them to pick them over Miami.
Yeah,
with my bets, but I was like, no, let's not waste a bet on Carolina. I don't want to do that. My luck, I do that, they end up losing.
Dag steered you wrong.
My upset alert, it's actually going back to my game of the week. I have Washington over the Chargers.
Okay.
So with the return of Jaden Daniels, I think Washington goes into LA even shorthanded. I think Jordan Daniels puts the team on his back. He wants to get the team back on track with getting them back on track on winning and staying in at least that playoff conversation throughout the NFC, because obviously my boys, my Eagles, they're undefeated, so they're right now at the top of the NFC East. So Washington, they need to get themselves back in there. So I have Washington going over there to LA and beating the Chargers and officially putting the Chargers on fraud alert.
Okay.
After that,
Jaden Daniels' legacy game.
I wouldn't say it's a legacy game. It's just then there's going to be a lot of I want to see what does he do to respond after several losses that were just horrible losses that you've had. In my opinion, I get it. You went cross country to New York, all of that crap everybody talks about cross country, that it changes things and that usually the home team is the better team to pick. I did have the Giants pick winning last week. I did have them, in my betting segment. So there was no surprise there. But at the same time, I'm like, the Chargers should have, I think, at least should have won by 3, right? You have so much of a better team, especially if if Neighbors, he goes out. Giants are starting their rookie, but Jackson Dart went ahead and did something to them, and now I think it's just a point that they're gonna have to
They were
this
riding
out.
the high of that win versus Kansas City. I feel
Also,
like
these injuries, man. These injuries that they get plagued with every single year. It's always the wrong players at the wrong time. And yeah, man, I just had Washington. I have Washington this weekend.
no, I like
so,
it.
Yeah.
I like the upset.
Let's get into rapid fire.
So we got San Fran at the Rams,
Which is
tonight.
right behind the camera right now.
Yep.
I got Rams.
I got Rams too. Mac Jones is starting. Matt Stafford and the offense looks phenomenal.
Mac No Calf Jones. That man has no calves. I have more calves than he does. And I don't even like
In the words of Johnny Drama.
That's actually fire.
Yeah, it is.
That's fire.
Johnny Drama. He needs a calf implant.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Calf implant. Minnesota this is actually a London game.
Yeah.
But Minnesota versus Cleveland.
Cleveland's technically a home team there.
Minnesota.
But I got Minnesota. Yeah, I think after last week, they're going to get things right there.
Yeah, I agree. Vegas at Indianapolis.
I got Indy.
Let's go, Colts. I just picked y'all defense up, and I need y'all to...
I think they're going to play very well.
I need y'all to do something
Sorry,
really
Justin.
well this weekend. Dallas at the Jets.
This was a tough one. For me.
This is one where it's like, what happened? Like what? All right. Sorry, I just had like a freaking aneurysm over here, guys. What the hell?
I heard that.
Yeah. Dallas at the Jets. I actually think Dallas wins this game. I hate that I freaking just said that. Let me go ahead and sip something real quick.
Wash that.
Also, I'm about to say this, and this is really going to make me have to take another sip. I picked up freaking Dak Prescott because Brock Purdy is out.
I mean, I don't hate it. He's fantasy wise, he's playing all right.
All right.
I got
going
Dallas.
back to this. I got Dallas. I got Dallas winning because of the Jets just don't have that great of a defense.
No.
They don't have that great of a defense right now. Pass defense, I should say. Their front seven can, or not front seven. Their front four.
They made Miami look competent.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. That is true. I just think this weekend I just think Dallas, goes into New York and
I think
and
it's too bad.
They get an easy game. They get the win after last week getting a tie. I mean, I don't think anybody likes having a tie. So, also, why am I
It's
just
almost worse than a loss.
Yeah, that is. I'm going in on these games. This is rapid fire for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denver at Philly.
I got Philly.
I got Philly.
Yeah.
Let's go, Birds. Giants at New Orleans. I got Giants.
I got the Giants as well. Mm-hmm.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart looked
and
good last week.
Scat.
Yep.
Houston at Baltimore.
I'm taking Houston. I've been back and forth, honestly. I'm
taking Baltimore. Baltimore's at home. I'm just gonna
stay Houston. I'm gonna do it. So maybe I'll get a dub on you.
Yeah. Miami at Carolina.
I took Carolina.
I got Carolina as well.
Yep.
Tampa Bay at Seattle.
I got Seattle.
You got Seattle. I got Seattle as well against them. Tennessee at Arizona. I got Arizona.
Sadly, I got Arizona.
Washington at Chargers.
So you took Washington. I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Detroit at Cincinnati. No surprise here.
No, I'm just kidding. Detroit.
Detroit. New England at Buffalo.
I got Buffalo.
I got Buffalo as well. Drake May's been doing well, but I got Buffalo.
Yeah. Home team.
Kansas City at Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville.
Do you?
Yeah, I got Jacksonville.
Ooh. I'm gonna take Kansas City still. Jacksonville, their defense looks phenomenal.
Jacksonville is the team that also beat Kansas City a few years ago to knock them out of the playoffs, or no?
I don't know about playoffs.
No, not. I said knock them out of the playoffs. Jacksonville and Kansas City has something historical recently.
Yeah, I feel like Kansas City, that was a really nice win for them last week.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of finding their stride a little bit. I think with Xavier Worthy being back here, I'll tell you what, they're heating up just for Rashee Rice to come back soon.
The last time... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Damn. Jags have not won in so long against the Chiefs. The Jags they haven't won against the Chiefs since 2009.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 2009 was the last time that
It's
they...
like 15 years.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, yeah. 16 years. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. So...
You staying on business?
Yeah, I'm staying on business. They're home. Liam Cohen goes ahead and gets in Spags' face.
Liam's done all right.
He's
3-1.
He pisses me off. I will say
His
that.
face is so bad.
Yeah, it just annoys
You know who I feel like he's taking over for as being the most annoying looking coach?
Mike McDaniels.
No, I was gonna say he's like the Arthur Smith now.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
get that.
You get
Yeah. I feel like McDaniels is more of like the more annoying coach right now for everybody.
I think from a look standpoint,
Yeah, because he just looks like he's
he
on-
looks like Squidward.
Yeah. If someone texts me one more time talking about that I look like Mike McDaniels, like, I do not look like no crackhead, so y'all better take that stuff somewhere else. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and run into our fantasy football corner, which is our host's Texas corner.
Thank you, sir. I'll cheers on that. Yeah, so last week, gave you guys some guys to maybe trade for. This week, we're going to go back to the start and sit them here. Got 2 guys per position here. So my startum's going to be Kyler Murray and Jackson Dart. Kyler's playing Tennessee, who has just let every quarterback have their way. So I think it's going to be no different. And then Jackson Dart showed us last week, right? He has some rushing ability to him. Has some good rapport with some guys there. And he's playing New Orleans, who is Swiss cheese. So like those, sit them, Bo Nix. The Eagles going away. And to be honest, maybe this is unfair of me, but I've expected a little more out of Bo Nix this year, and I feel like we just haven't seen a progression yet, in my opinion. And then I'm also going to go with Baker. I think traveling to Seattle, I'm wondering if he's just, after the loss last week, if maybe he comes out a little flat. So I'm going to go with Baker this week. Now, stardoms of the week for running back. I got Quinshawn Judkins. He looks phenomenal.
You try to grab him from me. I just got him last week. I can't get rid of him that quick.
And you want to marry Hampton? I can't get rid of him.
I know. That's where I was like, if you want to send me some, if you want to send me something to take my guy,
I was trying to see if we could find a trade because we're both 0-4. But
what about Derrick Henry?
We'll talk after. Okay. So Judkins, I like him over in London this week. I think he's going to have a nice day here. Gainwell did well last week versus the Vikings, and if he can do well, I think Judkins can.
Yeah.
And then Chuba Hubbard, he is dealing with a calf injury, but I just like the matchup a lot. So let's just say he's out. Move on to Rico Dowdle as maybe a little flex play for you.
Okay.
Sit him, Jordan Mason. They're playing the Browns, right? Browns are stout front 7 there. So I expect him to kind of have a limited yard situation. He's going to be touchdown dependent here. And then I got Nick Chubb. I think he's going to have a hard time with the Ravens. And not only that, Woody Marks is on his tail now. I think they're going to start transitioning to him here. So Chubb could eventually be a pumpkin. Receivers, I'm just saying. Receivers, I got Jalen Waddle, right? With now Till out, those targets, I think he's just going to be peppered with the ball here. Good matchup this week, too. So I like Jalen Waddle. I think Xavier Worthy, too. He's looked very well coming back from his injury. He's going to take that lid off the Jacksonville defense, maybe. I think this could be the week finally that Jacksonville kind of falters a little bit with their defense. They've been money so far. But I like those two just because of their big playability. And then sit them, Marvin Harrison. So I know I said Kyler's going to have a nice day, and I do think so. But Marvin Harrison's going against L'Jarius Sneed, who's a very physical cornerback. And I think that does not bode well for him, right, because of his profile. I think Sneed's going to do a solid job on him. And then Lad McConkey, dude, if you can bench him. He just has looked like absolute dog shit. Quentin Johnston seems to be the one right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not only that he's not getting the targets, he's dropping balls. Like, he just kind of looks bad.
I mean,
right
if
now.
Keenan Allen is out this weekend, then that could help him out, but
Yeah.
Who knows?
He needs to, but overall, like, he needs to play better.
Yeah.
Like, he's playing, he's underperforming. And then tight ends, I just want one of each. So start him. I like Jake Ferguson this week with the defense they're playing. Waller just had 2 touchdowns versus them. I think they give up a lot of points to the tight end position. So I like Ferguson as a little safety net here this week. And then the sit-ems here, I got Mark Andrews, right? With Huntley coming in there, likely he's coming back, it looks like. So I just think like his production is going to be limited here and during this time here until Lamar's back. That is my start 'em sit-ems. If you have any further questions, like with who to start and things like that, just message us, right? Joxy, myself, will help you out with plugging in those lineups here. It's what we do.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say is a waiver wire sleeper is what I have here. So when I wrote this, like start writing this 2 days ago, it was a little more under the radar. But Michael Carter on the Cardinals, now he's going to take over with both Benson and Connor out. DeMarcado is still only going to be the third down back. They had him last year, brought him up from the practice squad. He knows the offense. He's no slouch, too. He has a nice profile from UNC. Him and Javonte Williams came out at the same time. So if he's out there, pick him up, and he could be a flex starter this week. I think I'm putting him in more than one lineup this week because I have to.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully it works out for you. I think I've been doing pretty good on this the last few weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Good stuff, buddy. All right, fam. Moving into the betting spotlight, betting segment that we got going on here. So, side note, last week when I put in the bets, let me take this back actually, because I believe I had the Vikings and I wasn't able to go ahead and put the Vikings in because I woke up too late.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
So
Yep.
I didn't put the Vikings in there last week. Now, all the games that I chose last week, every single one hit besides one.
Oh. Which one didn't?
I had a 6-game parlay bet in, $10 for $3.48. I think one of the games that was a big game that I was watching constantly, just checking on the score, and one that was the Giants and Chargers because I had the Giants +6.
Good call.
But I had the Lions +10. Bro, it was what was like 30 seconds left on the clock, or a minute or so left on the clock, and they punt the ball. All you had to do was just stop them. The Lions were going to go ahead and run the clock out. They were already up by 10.
That's a bad beat.
And they run it back. So, F you, Cleveland. I'm not betting on you ever again. All right, moving into my bets that I have going on this week.
What we got this week? Show us the views.
What I have going on this week here, Vikings -4.5. I think going against the Browns.
I like that a lot.
Browns especially going, like the Vikings have already been internationally now. They've been chilling in
time zone, no issues.
It's not an issue for them. So they're fine. They're like at home. So I think Carson gets back under himself. Him and Addison start developing a little bit more of a rapport, and he has himself a good game. Vikings win. I have the -4.5. Giants against the Saints. Very, very shocked that they are now the underdog against the Saints. Crazy. I'm taking Giants +1.5. Give me the Giants all day.
Easy.
Giants 1.5. I'm also pairing that up with Scatterboo with a touchdown. Scatterboo's been hot this season so far. If you don't have him on your fantasy, I feel sorry for you. I have him on mine, and I'm loving life right now. I have him starting this week. It's gonna be great. I hate the fact that I have to go ahead and root for the guy because I'm an Eagles fan, but I respect game. So Ravens, I have the Ravens +2.5.
Okay.
I think them being home, they gotta make their boy Harbaugh look good. I know Lamar's not out there, but we'll see. And then I have Washington +2.5. Pairing all of that up together, $10 will get you $206. If you win, send me $10.
Finder's fee.
Finder's fee. There you go. You can tell you've been in sales when you say that.
You know it. I like that, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Scatabo, yeah. He's been great, man.
Scott's been good. I mean, another one that you can even say for fantasy sleepers, if you can try to get him now, is Wandale. Wandale might be.
I love Wandale.
He might be getting a lot of targets this year. He's another one I have on my fantasy team as well. There's a lot of guys like who's the other guy down in Dallas next to Pickens?
Turpin?
Turpin.
Turpin looks like he's got some juice.
Turpin's
man.
another one that, he probably will start eating some more down there, especially with
The
there-
situation without Lamb and whatnot.
yeah. With CD out, I think that's going to help him out.
He's a
at least in this.
playmaker. They got to give him the ball.
He had a nice little catch
Yeah.
last week. That
Yeah.
was, So this is going to be, like we mentioned, another great week. Definitely send us some suggestions if you have any topics that you want us to cover. Anything that you feel like we should be doing differently, feel free. Or even if you want to make a comment on any of our picks.
Feedback is encouraged.
All day, every day. So, fam, have a great week. Enjoy this beautiful football weekend. It still is like 80 degrees over here in Delaware this weekend, but it's fall. Enjoy the fall. Have that good time with your family.
Yep.
And as always, when it comes to, not just Sundays, because we got college football on Saturdays as well.
Mm-hmm.
As always, if you ain't doing anything, go ahead and crack yourself a cold one. And if it's not Surfside, I don't know what the hell you're
doing it wrong.
Cheers, buddy. Go Phillies.
I was right about Waddle.